For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fiber website. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 25 of Season 2 here at Roma. This is the season finale and as such the series finale as well. We'll be starting a new longer series in the next few days, that being the Youth Regen Road to Glory with AFC Wimbledon. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and you're looking forward to that series. Of course, the Southampton series is going to continue. There'll be I'll do a little update video probably tomorrow. With regards to changes to the schedule, how the new series is going to affect the way the videos come out, etc. Because I'm going to switch things around a little bit as to how they've been running the past few weeks. But I'll go into that in more depth in tomorrow's video. Today, we're going to have a look at the competitions we were involved in, the other larger competitions around Europe, and have a final squad report to see who grew the most this year. Now, of course, we were able yesterday to finalise our Serie A title. Was close. Closer than I might have liked it to have been when we had a 5-point gap. I ended up going down as close as just 2 points ahead of Juventus, but we were able to stretch it out to 3 yesterday with 2 wins and a draw. Juventus ended up dropping points as well against Inter Milan. Inter Milan were title challengers as of matchday 25-26. And they ended up 20 points off first place. That's how much of a fall-off they had towards the end of the year. Really poor end to the season for Inter Milan. Ended up finishing outside the top 3 and not qualifying for Europe next year. Or not qualifying for the Champions League at least next year. Both Milan sides, as you can see, qualify for the Europa League. Bari, Frosinone and Parma all relegated. Parma picking up only 12 points from 38 games. Not really that good. We scored 112 though, so I'm quite happy with that. 49 goals conceded is significantly better than last year as well. I conceded over 60 last year, so I'm very pleased to have kept it down to just the 49. We did make significant improvements to the defensive side of the team, and clearly it worked. In the Coppa Nazionale, again, for the second season in a row, we lost in the semi-finals to AC Milan. They went on to win the Coppa Nazionale this time around, though, rather than losing to Juventus. We won our pre-season tournament. We won the European Super Cup as well after winning the Champions League last season. So we've 3 major trophies to our cabinet at the end of this series. Bayern Munich ended up winning the Champions League 2-0 over Manchester United. We, of course, knocked out at the round of 16 stage to Borussia Dortmund, who went on to the semis to beat Juventus, interestingly enough, in the quarters. Then lost to Bayern. And subsequently Bayern won the final. Manchester United, though, brushed aside by Leverkusen, Barcelona and then Villarreal to reach the final themselves. With regards to the Europa League, it's Atletico Madrid that win that particular competition. They, well, smashed the quarterfinals and semis, both by 5 goals to 1. Monaco destroyed PAOK as well by 6 goals to 1 and won 6-1 in the round of 16 as well. So some big scorelines there. Rasenballsport Leipzig actually made it to the final and ended up being the side on the losing half of the draw. But they beat Sporting Lisbon. They, I presume, won on away goals against Sevilla, who are notorious for going well and winning the Europa League. In fact, they won it last year as well. So congratulations to the side that won it. We will have a quick look at the other leagues around. Actually, no, let's have a quick look at the player stats, because of course we did look at the Golden Boot yesterday. Rajan Angolan, our very own, picks up the Golden Boot, and Patrick Schick just 1 goal behind him, with Paulo Dybala just 1 goal behind him. With regards to the assists, it's very heavily Roma dominated. And Angolan again at the top of that. He's had a wonderful season. We'll have a look at all of his attributes and his stats when we get into the squad report, but unbelievable season for him. 26 goals, 25 assists in the league, let alone other competitions as well. With regards to Golden Glove, Gianluigi Buffon shares it with Pepe Reina, our very own Ralph Fairman, only down in 9th with 8 clean sheets. I don't tend to be very rash with cards, etc., so I'm not on any of those lists. Let's have a look at... I did back up, didn't I? Yeah. Let's have a look at the other top leagues around Europe, just out of curiosity. So you won the Premier League and La Liga, etc. Always like to check how Cambridge United get on as well. In England, Manchester United win the Premier League by 2 points ahead of Chelsea. Manchester City are further 7 behind, with Liverpool a further 10 behind that. Arsenal only down in 6th. Relegated are Leeds, finished bottom, Ipswich and Aston Villa. Coming up from the Championship are Burnley, Wolves, and then one off Huddersfield, Reading, Sunderland or Preston. And then just out of curiosity, Cambridge United finished 13th. Slap bang mid-table in League 2. Well done, lads. Paris Saint-Germain winning France with Monaco second. Lyon, then Marseille. Bayern Munich won in Germany as well, so they win the Champions League and win the Bundesliga. A double for them, maybe even a treble if they won the Deutsche Pokal as well. Dortmund finishing second, then Schalke and Wolfsburg. In Italy, we obviously know what happened there. Palermo and Spal will come up, and then I believe there's a relegation playoff between Bari and Pescara. There might not be. I can't quite remember whether there's a relegation. I know there's a relegation playoff in Germany. I can't remember whether there is one in Italy. Actually, I don't think there is. I might be mistaken. I don't know what I'm talking about. Porto won in Portugal. Zenit won in Russia. Scotland, Celtic beat our Rangers by 5 points. And in Spain, Atleti won La Liga. Congratulations to them. A double for them too, winning the Europa League and La Liga by a single point from Real Madrid, who were 4 clear of Barcelona. Sevilla down in 4th. Villarreal, then Real Sociedad, Valencia, only good enough for 7th this season. Wow. Both European winning sides doing the league and European double. We'll have a quick look then at squad report, see who's done what this season with regards to their growth attributes. There we go. Ralph Fairman, no growth from him, although his kicking did go up by 3, but no overall growth from him. Reactions up 1 as well. He was very good for me though, have to be honest. Extremely good goalkeeper, although was only able to keep 8 clean sheets in 41 games in all comps, but it's probably my fault more so than his, isn't it really? Alisson kept 2 clean sheets in 10 games. Again, probably my fault, not his. His kicking went up by 8, which was a large factor in why his overall went up by 1. The rest of his stats didn't actually grow that much. So, Alessandro Florenzi didn't grow overall, but grew a little bit with regards to his individual stats. Florenzi's a wonderful player. I use him on Ultimate Team as well. If you were watching me over the weekend stream, weekend league, I used Florenzi at right back in my FUT team as well. Rick Karsdorp was very good for me this year. Up 2 overall to 82. So fast and good in possession as well. Good on the ball. Decent passing of 81. Crossing of 83, although his crossing isn't anywhere near as good as Marcelo's. Manolas, no growth from him this season though, which is a shame. But 86 rated, 28 years of age now. Grew a little bit, but didn't really do too much. 7 clean sheets for him. Jose Maria Jimenez grew 1 though, up to 85 from 84. We brought him in a free, of course, and he's done very, very well for us. Extremely good signing, as was Nacho Fernandez. Was disappointed to have Nacho missing for the past few weeks of the season due to that late injury. Kept him out for about 7 or 8 weeks, I think, total, which was a shame because he was instrumental last season in helping us finish where we did. And also was a great squad player for me this year, although only playing 18 games as compared to about 36 is what he played last year. Capradossi filled in for him and didn't necessarily excel, but didn't necessarily do terribly, so fair play to him. Juan Jesus had a squad role to play again this year as well. No real growth, no growth at all from him actually. Marcelo dropped by 2, which was disappointing, but he's 31 and he was very good for me. Very consistent performer. Got the 1 goal. I'm glad I was eventually able to score with him. Got the 1 goal, 4 assists as well, and 7 clean sheets. An average rating in 35 games of 8. 8.1 over 31 Serie A games. Was a really good left back. If he was younger, I think you'd see him signed in more series. But because he's 31 years old, unfortunately, a lot of people just tend to sign younger players, like even someone that's just slightly younger, like Jordi Alba perhaps. Or they go for, the Alexandros or the Alex Telleses of the world. Velasco tried to move him on and wasn't able to. He didn't play any games for me. Emerson, he's another player that is very, very good, actually. I would recommend you pick him up if you're interested in a growing left back. He didn't play that much for me this year at all. Actually, 24 games. More than I thought. But he's now at Chelsea in real life, and I rate him on FIFA. I haven't seen him play in real life, so I can't really pass any judgment, I'm afraid. But I'm excited by the prospects of him at Chelsea. Daniele De Rossi dropped by 3. He continued to drop down to 78. He started at 84, so he's down by 6 overall for the series, which is a shame of a player of his stature and his experience and quality to see his stats drop off so radically like that. Victor Wanyama is arguably one of the best players of the entire series. A superb player. 13 assists and 4 goals in 42 games with an average of 8.3 in Serie A. Other than Oriol Romeu, I don't know as I've played with a better holding midfielder. To be fair, if you had Victor Wanyama and Oriol Romeu side by side, I doubt you'd find a better holding midfield pair at the minute, judging by my FIFA 18 career mode experiences. Cengiz Ünder, though, was extremely good for me this year. He had kind of a breakout year last year, and then played the majority of the games this year, but obviously we brought in Gerard Deulofeu in January just to improve slightly, and Deulofeu did make a difference. He did step it up from Under, but Under's a very good player. Still only 21 years of age, at 83 rated, 9 goals and 8 assists. You guys were... There's a beep. You guys were very keen on Under, and I'm not surprised. He's actually started to perform in real life as well recently, so best of luck to him in real life. Pellegrini up 4 to 84 this year, although I was heavily training him. Finishing up 9, dribbling up 7 as well as ball control, short passing up 4, his tackling's up 2 and 3 as well. I wanted him to be my Daniele De Rossi replacement, and he very much was so. Great physicality as well, with 79 acceleration, 76 sprint speed, 86 stamina. Strength is decent at 72, and he is a little bit taller, 6'1", so really good midfielder. 6 goals and 7 assists in just 22 games, so I was pleased with that. Gerson grew up 3. I don't know, as I trained Gerson actually? Did I? I think I might have trained him a little bit, but then took him out. But his ball control is very good at 90. And he's only 22. Might be a good grower for you for your own career mode series. Rajan Angola. Now I'm interested to see his stats start to drop. Stamina down 5. Interceptions down 1. Similarly with attack positioning. Finishing is down 5 at the end of the season to 70. Long shots down 5 as well. Stand, tackle and curve down 1. But look at these stats. Does that look like a player that's declining in old age? Not to me. 39 games played, 27 goals, 29 assists. Yeah. 27 goals, 29 assists. 56 goal contributions in 39 games and an average rating of 8.9. Player of the series, Rajan Angolan. Fred was very good for me as well. He grew up 1 this year. He was instrumental in our Champions League win last season and was solid for me this year in the league as well. 10 goals, 18 assists in all competitions for him. Really good midfielder. Scored a cracking free kick in real life, actually against Roma in the Champions League last week. Kulu didn't play for me. Jan Meyer actually grew quite a bit this year, up 12 to 82. His agility is looking very good at 11. His physicals, the rest of his physicals are starting to get there. His acceleration and sprint speed are growing. He's still only 18. His technicals are wonderful though. As you can see, 92 crossing, 86 ball control, 84 finishing, 97 short pass, 90 long shots, 84 curve. That's the sort of player I'm hoping to get multitudes of, or multiple of, in the U3 Gen Road to Glory. That's the plan at least. Juan Manuel Iturbe, there was a bit of question as to whether we held on to him at the beginning of this second season, but he was brilliant for me. I very much enjoyed using him, especially off the bench with that extra pace. 4 goals, 8 assists in 32 games. Good squad player. Antonio Sanabria, up 3 overall this year to 85. 24 goals and 11 assists in 37 games. Almost a goal or assist per game, a goal contribution per game. You can see how drastically he improved this year. Really, really good player. Gregoire Dufrel didn't have as good a season this year, I don't think, as he did last year. No, 12 goals, 9 assists in 21 games. Still a goal contribution per game. So the fact that that was a poor season by last year's standards shows how good a year he had in season number 1. Patrick Schick. We bought him in for money this year and permanently after he was on loan last year. Another stunning season for him. 40 goal contributions in 31 games. 27 goals and 13 assists. He and Sanabria just kind of shared the load really, and to be fair, he scored more goals in fewer games than Sanabria. We started the season with Sanabria. He started off great and then trailed off a little bit. So Schick stepped in and Schick started scoring. And then Schick dried up a little bit and Sanabria started scoring again. And they both played the majority of games in opposite competitions. So it was really interesting to see which player was going to step up at any given moment. The fact that both were scoring regularly really helped. Stefan Asraoui had a very good year for me actually. Again, really disappointed that his potential and his growth isn't that good. Because he's such a good player. And he could be, if he grew a little bit more, as good as 87, 88 rated, but he stays at just 83. Really good season for him though. 12 goals, 6 assists, an 8.2 average rating. He definitely was a lot better this year than he was season 1. And Gerard Deulofeu, our latest addition, 8 goals, 6 assists in 16 games. Can't really ask for much more, can you, in a first season? Came in, grew by 1 overall as well. 94 sprint speed, 97 agility. And technically he grew quite well as well. Ball control up 2 to 96. Dribbling was already 91. Free kick accuracy went up too as well, although I don't think I took any free kicks with him. But a really good winger, We went with him over Malcolm. Malcolm's a player I might look to use in the Southampton series at a little bit of a later date. But with regards to board objectives, we didn't spend all of our money. Medium objective-wise, unfortunately, I didn't play enough games with anyone that we called up from the Youth Academy, but that was only a medium expectation. The critical ones we did. We had to earn enough money through competition money. We did that. The long-term one and the short-term one we did relatively early on in the season. Financially, that was easy enough. Finished the season with a profit margin of 44 million. We didn't win the Coppa Nazionale, annoyingly. And that was I wanted to do the double this year in Season 2, and we weren't able to do it, and was really disappointed with that. So I'm hoping in the Southampton series, and then eventually in the Youth Regen Road to Glory, further down the line, we can win multiple trophies in multiple competitions in both those series. Because we won the Premier League once, and the Champions League once with Chelsea, and the League Cup once, but I didn't win the FA Cup. And I wasn't able to win the Coppa Nazionale in Italy either, although we did win the Champions League and Serie A. So domestic cup football isn't necessarily my strongest suit right now, but we are going well in the FA Cup in the Southampton series, so we'll have to wait and see what happens in that one, and then obviously further down the line in the Youth Road to Glory when that starts. Continental success, what is to reach the Champions League final, and we only got to the round of 16. I think the less said about that, the better. So a relatively successful second season, Champions League year 1, league title year 2. I think we can say that's a successful series with good growth. Clearly, we played superb football here at Roma, the same way we did at Chelsea. 112 goals scored in the league in season number 2, which I believe is just slightly more than season number 1. In fact, if I have a look at my career, will it show me? No, it's just overall, isn't it, rather than just the league. Yeah, it doesn't show the just the league statistics. We scored 159 goals in all competitions last year, and this year we scored 160. So it really was very close, actually. 59 games played last year and 56 games played this year. We won 40 of 56 and won only 34 of 58. So actually we did better this year. 6 defeats and 10 draws as opposed to 8 defeats and 16 draws. 97 goals conceded, and this year was 97 goals conceded. No, last year was 97. Oh, jeez. Last year was 97 goals conceded. This year was 68. That's the improvement defensively we made. Big improvement, actually. Cutting the amount of goals we conceded down by a third. So, clearly, the signings we made, you guys made for me, or helped me make, were the right ones to do. But that's the end of the Roma series. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We're back in England now with Southampton, of course, and that series is going down very well and hopefully continues to do so. And like I say, I'll do an update video tomorrow with regards to Road to Glory and details of when that series will start and changes to the upload schedule, etc. But for now, thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you've enjoyed the series. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on new series just around the corner. And I'll see you next time.